Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We've just finished another car, as well. I'm saying that like it's something special. But yeah, our car is still waiting for us out there, and we're probably going to do another customer's car just to get a little bit of extra money. And we want these things. The fixed body parts, repair damaged body panels, because that is really, really nice money. This one actually also gives us extra credits and requires other things. Yeah, I might as well take this one. Why not? It's the DLC as well, so let's do that. It's going to be a bit more work, but yeah, it should be quite good. Look at our car over here. But it's looking pretty good already. I mean, we're going to repaint that horrible, I don't know, camo stuff thing. And, but yeah, otherwise, look at that. It's got new drum brakes, new disc brakes, new everything, really. Engine is all new and shiny, ready to go in. So, let's move this car to the test path first. See if we can actually test it. Alright, so let's do that. The engine cannot be started. Alright. I do wonder how many of these cars actually get to the shop. I guess they do tow them here. So, this car is in really bad shape. Okay, first of all, we're just... Okay, it's one of these. We're going to open it, and we're going to test everything first. Obviously, cannot start the car, which means it's probably going to be the starter. And I'm going to replace that first, and then hopefully you can start it and check all the other stuff. So let's just quickly check that. Where is the starter? No, it seems to be okay. It's going to be something else then. Shame. We won't be able to check all that stuff. It could be also the battery, of course. But that's... I don't know. The battery has been rarely the problem. So far, I don't think that battery charger has paid off. But of course, it's a... You know, it's going to pay off in the long run. So everything electrical seems to be fine, actually. And actually, I wonder, how much is a battery? It's 170. Actually... 170, and it's probably not going to tell us how much we paid for this. No, 550. Actually, I know I like using the word actually. No, it's kind of paying off. I mean, it's going to pay off soon. I think we've charged like two things so far. No. Didn't we charge the EV battery here as well? No, we repaired it there, didn't we? Yeah, never mind. So yeah, it's cheap, but it's going to pay for itself sooner rather than later, I suppose. So let's do the... Oh yeah, it's too old for an OBD. Nothing else we can do. We can do the... What? I thought you said it can be started. Okay, I get it. So the game actually... Yeah, okay. All right. So the game actually makes a difference between starting it and cranking it. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright, I like that. So we can still crank it, it just won't start, which... Ooh. Pistons, yeah, rocker arm, one of the rocker arms. Well, I mean... Alright. It most likely would have started with just one rocker arm bad. I mean, unless it's completely broken and then it would be hitting the... Maybe the valves or something. Or actually, it wouldn't be firing on one cylinder properly because the valve wouldn't be opening and closing because the spring would still work. But that's cool that we actually managed to do all that. Right, let's do examination. What I wanted to say was... yeah, that's pretty nice that you can still crank it. I was under the impression before, metagaming of course here, I was under the impression that if the starter was down or, you know, whatever, if the oil was missing, you couldn't even crank the engine. That's how the game worked. You know, because it just said, oh, the engine cannot be started, so you can't even crank it. But yes, you can crank it. That's a separate thing, which is sort of a little bit more realistic. So I like that. The fan is already also bad, as you can see. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is it might be the spark plugs, but I think we've checked that, right? So I guess the spark plugs are okay. It might be just that rocker arm, which is not going to be too big of a deal. We'll just take off the head. And what is that, like a inline 6? It looks like an inline 6. Yeah, 2 4s. Yeah, I think it's an inline 6. All right, exhaust. And the drive shaft. Is that the fuse box? It is. Okay, we've got this booster. Why did I think snake booster? Brake booster. What the hell? Alright, suspension. That was quite fast, actually. I didn't have to do that much. You know, I know my babbling probably gets old, even though people are saying they like my babbling and blah, blah, blah. And I like the fact that you're all sort of taking part in the discussion. Obviously, this would be even better if it was a live stream, but not everyone can be on the live stream at the same time. But I like the fact, I like all of your comments. I like the fact that you guys are commenting on this. It makes it a lot more fun. And what I wanted to say is, at the same time, it kind of makes it more fun for me to just talk while I do this. I don't know why. I know for a lot of people it probably wouldn't be. Now, the question is, when we take off the engine head cover, the oil should not be a problem. It should be a problem if we take off the oil pan or the filter and stuff like that. But if we take this off, considering the engine has pretty much not been started in probably a while, this should not be a problem. So let's see, and it is not a problem. Okay. Yeah, that's quite rusty there. Actually, a lot of them are. Look at that. So what is the minimum amount? 47%. Timing chain. Ooh, timing chain as well. Lots of rocker arms. Okay. Doesn't want the oil changed. That's a bit odd. Alright. Let's change all this then. We'll have to take the fan off. Radiator fan. I'm going to add that because it's 1%, so I know for a fact that we cannot repair it. Even if it was above 15%, like I said, sometimes you just cannot repair some of the stuff, which is kind of annoying. I'm almost tempted to take the radiator out just to get a clearer view, but, you know, I'm not going to do that. I could actually take the engine out, but, yeah, that would require us to take off the... Oh, wait a second. We will have to take the coolant out if I'm taking the water pump out. Alright. Drain tool. Yeah, we could take the engine out, but that would require us to take the gearbox out, and I don't know. I can't be arsed right now. So, let's take the water pump out. Zip, zip, zip. Alright, so that's that. We've added that to the... It's quite rusty, but I don't think it's an issue. Could look under the ignition distributor as well. I mean, it looks okay, but you never know. All these things, and it could be something hidden under here. That's the problem. No, that all seems fine. Alright, let's put it back. I would just... Oh, man. Oops. I would love to work on a classic car. You know, a carbureted car that I can... just experiment and work on myself, because I've never actually fiddled with cars like that. Like I said, I've changed spark plugs on my own car. I've done a reasonably large job that, well, I consider it large. I think we'll have to take all of this out. Yeah. You know, on my current car, I've taken off the manifold and cleaned that, and all the other stuff that had to come off because of it. But I've never actually truly, like, bought an old car and made it run, or made it run nice and stuff. And I've definitely never actually worked on a carbureted car, because, well, when carbureted cars were in play here, I was still a young kid, so didn't really have to do anything with cars apart from riding them. Alright, so there we go. There's a funny story, actually, my parents told me. When I was a kid, we decided to go... I don't know. It was about... We decided to go to another country, and it was about... I don't know, like... let's say almost like a half a day's drive, right? About 6 hours. I know that's not a lot for Americans, for example, but for us Europeans, you know, that's a reasonably large, I mean, reasonably long drive, at least over here, because I live in a pretty small country. Okay, can we take that out already? Yes, we can. Alright, so we need, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess? No. Oh, not even that one. So let me just make double sure which ones it wants to... Oh, it wants to replace all of them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. But basically, you know, it's going to be like a 6-hour drive or something. And my mom said that when we started off, we didn't even drive for like half an hour. And I already said, oh yeah, we were going to München. Or Munich, as you might know it. And after about half an hour, I already said, are we there yet? And she thought, oh my god, this is gonna be a horrendous drive. But thankfully, for my parents, I sort of dropped it and was then quiet the entire time, apparently, because, I don't know. I was either, I don't know, sleeping or just doing my own stuff. So we did that. It might be something inside the engine, because there's still parts we haven't found. So the water pump, blah, 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 this, we took all of that off. Radiator fan, we took off. But there's more stuff here. What could that be? Because they said... Timing related part. Strange noise from engine bay. Okay. So it's stuff over here. Now, it's not going to be the rubber bushings, which could also make a strange noise from the engine bay. But I suppose at the end of the day, it could be something to do with the gearbox. So, we're going to take the starter off, and we're going to lift this car. So, at the end of the day, I could also take the engine out before, but now it's too late. I'm already too far into this. But yeah, this is going to be reasonably easy money, I think. I'm also going to be careful. I don't want to take the pan off just yet because, well, that will cause all the oil to get out. And we'll have to pay for a cleanup. So no, no, no. Don't want that. Okay, that goes off. And that goes off. Alright, yeah, I think that's a culprit, that flywheel. So, that wouldn't be just a strange noise from the engine bay, that would be a strange noise as is, because it'd probably be juddering and doing really weird things. Well, it doesn't look as... Yeah, 14%. Okay, so I think that's all of it. No, still another part that I haven't discovered. What? Is it going to be one of the cylinders? Will I really have to change the oil here? I guess I will. I mean, it's only 14 credits extra, but... Yeah, well, seems like it. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, I don't... I forgot, I don't actually unscrew that, I just use the equipment. Well, it's got enough oil and it looks pretty new. So, let's see what's going on under there. It might be just like a cap or something. It could also be a cylinder, I mean a piston. And it is, and there we go, that crankshaft bearing cap, we need one of those. So it's probably like rattling or something. Yeah, 9%. Alright, so now we've got everything. Let's try to repair whatever we can. We don't need to repair that. We can repair the water pump. Excellent. Very nice. And that was a instant repair. Timing cover, drive shaft. Okay, none of this stuff I need to repair, or I don't need to actually buy it. So, radiator fan. We need that. Wait, I don't have that, do I? I mean, I do, but I can't repair it. I'm just gonna... Could I sell it? No, I'm gonna scrap it. Yeah, I cannot repair these things. So, buy one of these. Water pump pulley. Water pump, which we actually repaired, so that's nice. Saved a bit of money there. Rocker arms, how many? 5 of them. And a flywheel. Oh man. Can we really not repair that? No, that was like 4% or something, right? Yeah. Darn it. That would have been nice. Shame, shame, shame. Crankshaft Bearing Cap, just one of these. Alright, excellent. So let's add that back where it goes. And I think after this job, we should be in a pretty good... Oh, I already had one cap. That was pretty good. We should be in a good position to actually finish the work on our project car, I would say. Probably. Okay, everything is good. They don't want the oil filter changed, despite the fact that we really should. Can I please... Let's take that off. That's also 10%, so we cannot repair that. Shame. Alright, there we go. Nice and shiny. Lovely. So it's not going to be loud as a truck anymore. Okay. Now everything left is just here. Well, actually, I should have put the gearbox on and such. Oh well. Rocker arms. Nice new ones. The rest of them look good. I don't know what they actually do in such a thing. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really come to a situation where just one of the rocker arms was just completely mangled or something. And if that was the case, it was probably the engine was bust anyway. But what would they do? What would real mechanics do if you opened up the engine head and you saw like just a couple of rocker arms that were bad? I mean, I'm assuming with stuff like this, it would be best to just replace all of the rocker arms. But the question is that a case because they can earn more money that way? Or do they actually suggest that? I mean, obviously, they would suggest you that even if they wanted money, but would they suggest that if that was their own car? With a lot of these things, which have to sort of work in unison, usually I think it's the best idea to just replace all of it. Especially because of the fact that, well, taking off the head isn't such a huge deal, but if you have to go down into the cylinders and such, a lot of the times if you're rebuilding the engine, I'm assuming it is much better to just replace all of this. For example, this still sort of works, but, you know, you'd definitely be replacing that if this was real. So it would be quite interesting to get a real mechanics view on this. If there's any real mechanics watching this, let me know. There we go. Our shiny water pump, which is not new, but we've completely refurbished it. So it's like from the factory, and we already had one of those. That's a shame. Oh well. Wait a second, this is 59%. I'm assuming... 56. Because I had a few. Oh well, I'll just add this stuff. I could have given him some of the crappier ones. And let's not forget the clips. Let's do the clips first, because otherwise I will forget them and it'll say, oh, car is incomplete, because, you know, a clip is missing. If that was only true in real life, if you took a car from a mechanic shop and the computer would just say, oh no, we can't go, there is a clip missing. Because a fair few times when I had a car at like a general service or something, they like forgot a screw or something, and suddenly things, you know, started rattling. It's very annoying, and you never really know where the heck it's coming from or why. That was the case with the previous car. They must have forgotten to... I think it was after that sort of engine rebuild they had to do because of their own mistake. Did I add the wires? Yes, I did. I believe it was then, after that, you know, there was nothing wrong with it, but it's just, there was a slight vibration, or should I say not vibration, but like a slight oscillation of sound at certain RPM. And it was clear that there was like a screw or something missing somewhere on the engine, probably for like a cover, a plastic cover of some sort, or something like that. It wasn't really important. Like I said, the car drove fine for like 100,000 kilometers after that. There was nothing integrally wrong with it, but it was just slightly annoying, you know? And yeah, it would be quite useful if the mechanics were stopped and the computer just said no. The computer says no. There's a screw missing. But if we had that kind of technology, that would make things a lot easier. I suppose in the end, the technology is basically called being organized and having a table and laying everything out. And if you put the car back together and you still see screws on the table, you know you effed up. Alright, I think we did... Oh, frick. Timing chain shoe. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to take everything apart. Change brake fluid and coolant fluid. Ah, crap. What? Oh, we do have to replace that one. Ah, darn it. Look at that. I thought it was a bit crappy. Ah, darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. Well, it's not a giant job. But, alright, come on. Stop moving my camera. Okay, to get to it, we need to take the water pump off. But I think I'll need to take the cover off as well for that. Darn it. Yeah, yeah. And have to take the distributor and everything off. Oh, frickin'. See, and I was talking, and while I was talking about that stuff, I was thinking that looks pretty crappy. Are we really putting that back? But I guess. Oh well. I wish I could just take... Yeah, of course. Why do I have to take everything apart? Why can't I just take the whole distributor out? There. Well, fortunately, we're not paid by the hour here. That's fortunate for the customer, that is. Let's add a timing shoe. Oh, that's 28%. I wonder if I can repair that one. I'm assuming I can, so that's going to be another kick in the nuts. Just for good measure. Yeah, of course we can't. Why would we be able to? I mean, it's just a piece of plastic. Well, here it's probably a piece of metal. They do plastic timing chains nowadays. Oh, God. I mean, I understand it. Price and especially, you know, the price-wise, that's not really good for the customer that much because they most likely don't really reduce the price on the car itself. They take the profit. But the weight is good for the customer because, you know, it's better acceleration, better braking, better fuel economy and all of that if you've got lower weight. But at the same time, I mean, come on. Really? Plastic timing cover? Just give me something that'll actually work a long time. And like plastic impellers for the water pumps. Come on. That's just ludicrous. We're getting a new washing machine delivered today because our old one has decided to finally say, I had it. It was repaired a few times and you know, I think we had it for about 20 years. So still 20 years and it worked, and still it needed a few repairs. There wasn't really that much wrong with it. Mostly I think it was once we had to change the belt for the electric motor, and there was some problems with electronics, but you know, that's a big surprise. Problems with electronics. But otherwise, that thing really worked quite well for 20 years. And now, well, the programmer, because it still used a, you know, it's a 20-year-old machine, it still used a mechanical programmer that then triggered, you know, electronic stuff. And that just went all completely freaking crazy now, and it just doesn't really do anything much. So we did all that. Now let's do the brake fluid and the coolant fluid, and obviously oil. So, yes, I've taken that out, so I can just add new. And we have to change the brake fluid as well. Now let's do the brake fluid. Oh, wow, there's a lot of it. Thank you. Oh no! Oh no, my hand's shaking! There we go. Excellent. So that's done. So now the only thing left are the body parts. Alright, so instead of just... Oh yeah, I can't do the stars here. That's really annoying. Front bumper. Right door. Right fender. Okay, so front right fender. Actually, let's add that just in case. No, we don't actually need the hood, do we? We need the front bumper. Front right fender hood. We don't need that. front right door, I think... Wow, this thing is in really bad shape. Left headlight. And right tail light. Probably the trunk as well. Trunk window and windshield. Okay. What's wrong with the windshield? It's 57%. Alright, now let's repair this stuff. This is where the real money comes in. We can only repair 2 things. That's a bit of a shame. Well, there you go. Okay. So let's add stuff. Nice. Oh yeah, we repaired the bumper, right? There we go, lovely. Alright, so the right headlight, I think... I don't think we need to repair the right headlight. Right taillight, yeah, we don't. I don't know why you wouldn't, because this one is pretty darn crappy, but there you go. Let's also add the license plate before they complain about it. Was it really Turkey? No. It's Indiana, but I guess they don't care. Wait, is it Indiana or India? Because they do like the same sort of license plates for everything. India, it is India. Okay. Right. Everything else we just have to buy then. Body shop. So we need the front right fender. We did that. Front bumper. We did that. So front right door. 300 credits. Left headlight. Quite expensive, this stuff. Tail light. I wish I could repair that. Oh, I might have been able to repair that at the repair table. But I think it just falls under body. Let me just double check. No. Okay, that falls under body stuff. Oh well. So there's the front right door with the window. And they don't want it to resprayed, so that's their problem. This thing is a mishmash of everything. Alright, I think that's finished. Did it not have rear view mirrors? How do I... Oh no, it had it over here. And the left headlight, of course. There we go. I believe that is done. Right side mirror. I thought so, but why... What? Why? What am I missing? Why doesn't it appear? Did I not take it off? Did it suddenly decide that it's not even there anymore? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We have to... Oh yeah, it was probably missing. Right side mirror. So... Right side mirror. Right side mirror, there it is. Yeah, I think it was actually missing. Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Alright, so that's that. Oh yeah, I knew I'd forgotten something. I was like, I've probably forgotten something. Hey, no oil in the engine is good for us because the customer will come right back if there's something seriously wrong with the engine. And we'll say, it was definitely not the rocker arms, we replaced those. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Finish. How much money? 11? Ooh, almost 12,000. That's actually really nice. Well, I think suffice to say, next time we'll be working on our car. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.